Detroit basketball.
Are you ready?
Detroit basketball.
Are you ready?
Detroit basketball.
Yo, what's going on, peeps? Man, we are back at this hump day. Man, dude, I can't wait, dude. I'm so excited, bro. We finally got NBA basketball back. Tomorrow I'll probably be going live to watch the Lakers versus the Mavericks. That is tomorrow at 7. But the catch with that is I have to work until 7. So I'm still going to go ahead and schedule it for like 7:10ish because they usually don't start until 10 minutes after. So that one will probably start a little bit into the game, but nevertheless, I will be here. One of the problems right now is the scoreboard. It is not coming up properly. I guess they're trying to block it right now or something from Streamlabs, so it sucks. I can't do nothing about it. So I don't really think these games are really to win. Thank you so much for the donation right off the chat, Rami. Appreciate you, fella. But yeah, these games right now are not for wins or losses. These are simply to get players back into shape. And it seems like throughout the fourth quarter, it's kind of like the rest of all your big players. But let's talk about today's matchup. First of all, I don't know what to expect from the Brooklyn Nets, as Kyrie will not be playing, KD will not be playing, several other players are not going to be playing. I think Jamal Crawford and LeVert are going to carry this team if they're going to do anything, which is a lot of scoring. Plus, they just signed Dante Hall. Hey, man, I appreciate that. You guys are my favorite audience. But, hey, Pelicans, hey, no Zion, but B.I., Lonzo having great years. I think that Zion's got to go help his family, whatever's going on with that. They haven't released what's going on. Personally, when they get into like personal details, we don't need to know all that stuff, man. Something's happened in his family. He's got to take care of that, and he will be coming back. And once they do get Zion back, they'll be a legit competitor. And this has kind of changed my whole complex of these bubble games because I was looking at all the numbers. People like use the Pelicans, the Trailblazers, who are several games away from the 8th seed. They don't have to win out. I think they said that to be within 4 to 3 games, and then there'll be a play-in where they'll have to play each other, which makes things a little bit more interesting. And I'm kind of all for it because, I mean, if you're so far behind where the regular season you still had a mathematical chance of making it into the playoffs, you kind of got hurt from the whole COVID stuff. So I kind of like the whole play-in opportunity here. It's going to be interesting to watch. Basketball's back, baby. Let's get it. Like I said, I don't really know what to expect too much. Players haven't played in months. Starting lineups for the Pelicans, we got B.I., Nicolo, Jackson Hayes, Drew Holiday, and Lonzo. For the Brooklyn Nets, we got Chris LeVert, Timothy Luwalu Carrot, Jared Allen, Garrett Temple, and Chris Chiozaza. Yeah, they got some names I don't know how to pronounce. And I don't know too many of those players besides LeVert, Allen, and Temple. But I'm here to see Jamal Crawford. For all the Pistons fans who are subscribed to the channel, what we need to do as Pistons fans is scout these guys, man. See what they can do, because some of them will be free agents throughout the course of the bubble games. Some of them will become available in trades. So the Pistons aren't here. It sucks for us Pistons fans. We didn't do well enough in the regular season, but now we have an opportunity to scout real NBA talent. So if you're watching these games as a Pistons fan, that's all you can really do. For everybody else, for the Pelicans fans and Brooklyn Nets who'll be joining us, you guys are fighting for the playoffs. You guys are fighting to go to an NBA title game, NBA championship. So, got a lot on the line here for everybody, man. And I think that how well this bubble game stuff works out is going to determine how well and how quick the season gets going. Here we go. Here's tip. Pause. Hopefully YouTube doesn't end the stream like it did last time and ban me. I'm just going to say that. This is a scrimmage game. It's kind of like, it's like a preseason playoff game. God, this feels unreal to me, man. Oh, just so you guys know, I got my Drew Wisers, and since it is the first night of NBA basketball, I'll be back. I got my best friend Jack here with me as well. I do have to work tomorrow, so let's keep that in mind. But let's get it. I think the Raptors are underdog, man. I think a lot of people are overlooking them. You know, anytime you're the defending NBA champs, you get back to the playoffs, I don't think people can sleep on you. You've earned the right to be a favorite. And a lot of people are just kind of overlooking them right now. Let me know who you guys are rooting for. I've already seen Let's Go Brooklyn. You guys got Brooklyn. You guys got the Pelicans tonight. Who are you guys rooting for? I am going to try to get game volume a little bit low because last time I had it high, I couldn't stream for a couple months. Here goes future Detroit Pistons brother Lonzo. Yes, LaMelo is coming to Detroit, baby. Lonzo starts the game off with a layup. Nice shot. Is that LeVert? Wow, I don't know who that was. I was trying to find a couple of websites during the Clippers game. I couldn't find any that worked. A lot of them wanted me to either subscribe to NBA TV or the League Pass, which I'm not going to do that because I have NBA TV at home, and that's where a lot of them are playing. And the other ones just, they didn't work. So if you guys do know a link for the guys who actually want to watch the game, please put it in the chat so they can go check that out. I would show the game here on YouTube, but YouTube is very strict on that. I'm not trying to get in any more trouble on YouTube.
Shot doesn't go for Hayes. It's knocked out of bounds. Last touched by New Orleans.
See right here, pick and roll play. Nice pass by Garrett Allen. The early help, and Garrett Allen still.
So are these different courts than what they'll be playing on in the playoffs? Because the ones that I've seen on Twitter, that they were all customized for like the home team.
We see more screens being set, freedom of movement, opportunity to read and react off some of the plays. You got Karis LeVert who can ISO you up and go one-on-one, but some of these other players is going to be a lot of the pass.
You got to hit that, man.
Off the ball fake, Temple misses from the corner. That's lead at 5-4 on New Orleans.
Nice spin.
Most improved player
Foul?
in the NBA this season, an all-star, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooklyn.
I think Allen's an underrated defender, man.
By the Nets.
He gets a lot of blocks, and I don't think people around the league respect him the way that they should. He may be goofy looking, bro, but this dude's... Oh, nice shot, B.I. Allen's nasty, man. Me personally, it seems like every time the Pistons play him, he throws somebody's shot, and I absolutely hate playing against him. Oh. I expect the play to be sloppy, bro. I really do. They haven't played in months, so.
So much more freedom to use his handles, use his ability to put it on the floor, and that frame.
Oh, there we go.
Gets a piece, creates a turnover. Here's LeVert. Head and shoulder fake to the rim. He missed it on the interior, but he's there for the follow.
Just padding stats.
Karis LeVert, who went on an absolute scoring spree before play was suspended in the NBA, he was averaging 27.5 points per game in the 5 games prior to the hiatus.
And speaking of someone who shot, who was unlocked, Karis LeVert, who's excellent.
Nice, man. B.I. looks really good right now. Doesn't look like he's missed too many steps.
All-star back in 2013. Holiday, veteran presence now in his 11th season. Knocked out of bounds, nearly, but Temple goes back to get it. Millie with the deflection. Temple frees himself.
Temple's feeling it, bro. 10-10.
It's a lot cleaner and more efficient than I anticipated. You never know what to expect. But guys, shots looking smooth, some rotations.
Nice shot. We got a shootout going on right now.
With many of these scrimmages, I don't think any of of us expect things to always go perfectly. You're going to see some sloppy basketball, but you can tell that these teams are
Pelicans
taking
in 7.
the approach of a series
I don't know about that, bro.
of games.
LeVert off the
I can't show the actual game, bro.
and he draws the foul.
YouTube won't allow me to.
Quarters, by the way.
Oh, we got our
This is our
first break in the action. So far, hey, this game's going moving right along. Only doing 10-minute quarters. Both teams look to be all right, man. I figured teams would be a lot more clumsy and stuff like that, but bro, they looked good right now. I think this is gonna be one of the most entertaining playoffs in recent memory. And maybe it's just because we haven't had basketball in so long, but a lot of these teams, I mean, you don't know really what to expect with this layoff. Everyone should be healthy. Everyone should be rested. But, bro, everyone's hungry. Everyone's missed basketball. And all the ballers in the chat know, when you're feeling it, it feels like you can't miss. You guys are betting on scrimmages right now? Dang. I didn't know we could do that. I did not know we could bet on scrimmages. I guess I should take that back. You can bet on anything. Vegas is wild. I'm not a big into betting on games and stuff. Mainly because I'm a Detroit fan, Greg, and our teams always lose. And I always feel confident in our teams, whether if it's the Pistons, the Lions, the Tigers, or the Wings. I can't bash the Red Wings right now, man. They get a pass, but every time I bet, man, they let me down. I guess I can pull up a screen to get stats. Let me see. Let me try to refresh this real quick and see if this works real fast. Let's go box score real quick. See what's up. If it'll load. Lonzo has 2 points. Sorry, Drew Holiday has 3. Alright, let's see if this works this time or not. I doubt it will. I bet it gets blocked. Okay, we're making progress here. I'm going to try to scroll down, and it's going to be like, nope. Yep. I tried to add the scoreboard in there. It's just I usually use ESPN for that.
Catch the Yankees pregame show beginning at 6 p.m. and then come back after the game on ESPN for complete postgame coverage right here on Yes.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Appreciate you guys rocking with me tonight.
Leadership for LeVert with no KD, with no
As a Pistons fan, where I want to see my players play, blasted throne, I would like to see that bubble, but you have to play for something. You can't just throw these teams who have been in tank mode for so long into another bubble and say, hey, go play and go win something, you know. I'm kind of in a mixed bag. If it happens, I'm going to watch it. And if it doesn't, hey, I'll be all right with it, you know. I won't get flagged for it. I don't know if YouTube will allow you. But, bro, drop the link and we'll see what the hell happens. YOLO. What's the worst that can happen?
The Boston game, the 51 points, the triple-double, the way that he was playing, not only last postseason, but before this hiatus, he has got all the goods, and he's got the belief, and that comes and stems from the work that he has put in and prepared himself.
Dude, I don't know if Jamal's going to play, but I really want to watch Jamal play. Man, B.I. is feeling it. Pelicans are going to need a lot from him, man. Because we don't know how long Zion's going to be out. Especially since that's not an injury thing, you know?
16-11, Pelicans. Chioza lines it up.
Nice shot.
Three ball from Chris
Chioza is how you say it. Learn something new every day.
The improvement and growth of Chioza in a short period of time.
Well, 3 of those last 4
Zoe for 3. All around the rim.
Suspension, Chioza in double figures. He's shooting the lights out from the three-point line. I mean, it's not necessarily a small sample size through his time with the Nets. Yeah, 44% in those 11 games that he played. And speaking of confidence, he's a guy who just understands his role.
I think the second bubble's going to take place after the draft, though.
When he's got an opportunity.
I think if anything, it'll be more like a summer league thing.
Foul called on Garrett Temple, 16-14 Pelicans. Holiday to the rack,
You can't go out of Allen like that, man. You're playing a dangerous game.
One thing to look for from
You guys gotta stop sleeping on him, bro.
speeding it up in transition, trying to get easier buckets, getting out in space.
And part of that is just the personnel that they
Nice
have,
floater.
and part of that is just the
And get it to
style
go.
that they want to play with. Make or miss, get it and go. The opportunity to get more transition buckets, and that was something that the Nets didn't necessarily capitalize on. That wasn't a place where they were able to produce a lot of points. We'll see if this group in Orlando can do that.
Loamu Cabarro off the mark.
Got a couple of
Speaking
bricks going up right now.
New Orleans Pelicans was one of the
So the one thing that's really positive look at this thing right now is look at the stands. The coaches, the players are all spread apart. A lot of the people over on the bench, assistant coaches and stuff, outside the main coaches, medical guys, are all wearing masks. So I feel pretty confident this thing's going to work, man.
Getting ready to check in. But it's a Loamu Cabarro foul. That is number 3 on the Frenchman. Jackson Hayes, you will take a seat for New Orleans.
I'm just glad basketball's back, man.
J.J. Redick has checked.
JJ.
Pelicans. Redick makes his home right here in Brooklyn, actually. Down in the campus set up in Orlando now for the Pelicans. Kurucs, the rebound off the miss by Holiday. Kurucs is backing up at center and
That's a
power
bad shot.
forward.
Come on, bro.
Short.
I know Brooklyn's short-handed, but you can't be throwing up that stuff.
Got his hand in there and a
Come on, man.
Chios are trying to stop the ball early, but you see the strides of Ingram, how much ground he covers. Reaching right there by Chioza. It was fun to watch when Zion Williamson
I don't know if that's like a
for that final
green screen back there, if that's a LED light,
how smoothly
but I do like that in the background
put it together, and that's the question of
where it says
just
Brooklyn and stuff.
great having the ball in their hands.
They're only playing 10-minute quarters, man.
It was special to see how
I don't know if that's for like the old scrimmages or if that's just for this first game for everybody, but they're only doing 10-minute quarters.
for Chiozzi. He's matched up with Holiday.
Which I don't have mine on.
She's got Melly. Shot clock is down to 10. Chiozzi trying to thread the needle, and Kurucs was cutting away
Ooh,
from
JJ got a haircut. I didn't notice that.
J.J. Redick, one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA. See how long it takes for him to heat up. Ball on the touch pass for Holiday. Melly trying to post up the much smaller Chiozzi.
3 in the key.
And it's going the other way. Turnover. Pelicans. They catch Melly in the paint for an extended period. 16-14, New Orleans in front. 3:36 to go in this opening quarter. The NBA restart.
the setup looks nice.
It looks
This is
beautiful. It pops.
I do like it. They ain't lying.
Musa.
So far, the thing I like about this game is the commentary. It's not terrible. It's not a bunch of guys on Zoom talking.
Drive. Shot clock winding down.
I don't know if you guys caught it game prior or not, but I came home from work, turned on NBA TV, and was watching the Denver Nuggets play.
Push.
And they were cutting right to a commercial, and this old dude joined in. And I don't know if he was Walker or something, but dude, he sounded like Darth Vader, breathing really hard in the mic and stuff. It's terrible.
hands a little bit on Redick. Jared Allen probably had the case there.
My biggest concern
Ball movement. That's gonna be
is how much Shaq and a fool are we going to
Nets
see.
are trying to do offensively. Musa will have a chance to show what he can do, but for him, it's all about consistency and knocking down some of those shots.
No, I don't-
We know
I don't
he's a
like
player
fake crowd
that is
noise.
a shot maker, but thus far with the Brooklyn Nets, hasn't been able to hit at a high
Sounds like they're doing fake crowd noise.
This is normally, Bert, this is normally a scenario that you would have your eye on some cups. in the stands,
Feels like they made the
some
court bigger,
popcorn
so that way if they can go out
football.
of bounds like that, they're not running into people.
How does that make you feel?
Well, I have to accept that there are adjustments.
If you want me to toss a
I feel like the NBA is doing a pretty good job of trying to keep everything safe, so that way we don't have to worry about it shutting down. So I'm all for this, man. Whatever it takes, whatever it takes, like Captain America would say.
Chiozza's got the matchup he likes with Melly.
Nice step back.
Step back Jay. Chiozza misses it from the outside. Spin by Ingram. He got Temple to commit for a moment. He's back in. Oh, nice.
Oh,
Holiday could
that was a
not
good
finish.
pass. He just couldn't finish. I'm sure he hears that a lot.
Movement leads to a Levert 3. Pelicans lead it 18-14, 2.5 to go in this opening quarter. Jumper doesn't go for Josh Hart. Levert turns on the gas and could not finish.
This is what I expected, man. What's up, Don Don?
And early on, with some of these misses, a lot.
Now they're breaking the action.
Spot.
Yeah, I've expected it to be a little bit sloppy. They got off to a way better start than what I thought they were going to get off to. But man, when you haven't played in so long, like you guys know, the Hoopers know. In the wintertime, you can go to the rec center a lot. But if you live here in Michigan, like I do, snow is a son of a bitch. And the closest one I go to one that's about like 40 minutes from my house, maybe 30, because it's nice, it's not too packed, and competition's pretty good. But I don't like driving that far in the wintertime because the roads are terrible and all that stuff. People don't want to drive in it. It's kind of the same thing here, only without the snow. These guys haven't played actual games in months, and there's only so much you can do where you can go to the gym and shoot. Some of these guys on here, if you guys got a link, man, drop in the chat for the peeps. Some of these guys have hoops at their crib, but you can only shoot. You can play like one-on-one against your wife or your kids, but that's not NBA competition, you know. It takes adjusting to. And then, you know, some of the thoughts that I was going into it is maybe a lot of these guys weren't going to be taking care of their bodies. Staying at home for months where you're eating Doritos and Ho-Hos for months. You may not come back in the best of shape, but so far, man, everyone looks like they've kept up in it. Worked their tails off. I'm impressed so far, man. Here, you know what, Ben? Let me try this. Let me make you a moderator. Now I'll try to do that. Because I don't know if YouTube will block stuff from a moderator. And it's not giving me an option to approve it. Usually if there's a comment or... let me see if I can't do it right now. Well, I can make it. I don't want to make it members only. I guess that could be a cheap plug. Come on, go away. Well, let me go away now. Oh, I gotta hit done. There it goes. There we go. Let's go ahead and pin that for the peeps real quick. There is the link from Ben. If you guys want to go check that out. Don't know if it'll work. Go check it out. Here we go. We back, baby.
But as Jacques talked about, Karis LeVert talked about this yesterday, get out and get healthy and make sure you're getting your legs under you, you're getting your shots, you're starting to feel the floor and feel what you want to do. But missing shots is going to come with what happens early on here. I mean, it is important to remember, and Bert, I know we all know it because we've missed seeing basketball, but just how unprecedented and unique it is for how long these guys have been.
Hey, make sure if you guys haven't dropped that like button, be sure to smack that for me. What's going on, JMO? I know you watching the game. Your boy Brandon Ingram's looking nice, super nice tonight.
21-14 New Orleans. Nets open 5 of 9. They've missed on their last 7 shot attempts. Jeremiah Martin in the game. We'll get into his story in a moment. And a foul called out front as Kurucs got tied up with each one more. So the Chris Chioza
Joe, you can't show the game on YouTube. YouTube's super strict about that. If you show the game, they can take away your channel. So it sucks, man. Believe me, I know. I would love to show you guys the game. You want me to? I'll go ahead and pin that one instead if you want, bro. Believe me, Joe, I want to show the game. If I could, I would, but YouTube won't allow me to. Dude, they look amazing right now, JMO.
They're asking him just to use his instincts and whatever has carried him through his outstanding career at Memphis and now getting a chance in the NBA.
My game will be on tomorrow. Lakers, Mavericks.
He's going to get into on the defensive end. He's quick with the ball. He makes good decisions, and he's
Come on, Don. Don't say that, bro. I'm not as high on Danny as everyone else is. I know a lot of guys are high on him. Not me, bro. He's like Gallinari, but can pass a little bit better, which is not terrible. I want Melo, damn it. Pelicans beating Lakers in 7. They're gonna need Zion. I'm glad it's back. He's nice. He's all right, but everyone's comparing him to Luka, bro. He's not gonna be Luka. They need to cut it. Lakers are on TV tomorrow.
That's what you're talking about, bro. That left, you see right there, Brody trying to set the screen, and we got a knee.
No, I'm just ready for basketball to play, bro. We here. I don't know. I think if they got Zion, they take a couple games from him, bro. You guys are gonna make me look stupid when the Pistons take him and he turns out to be like KD or something. It ain't happening. He should be the Cavs' #1 choice, bro. This is just a watch party, man. Can't show the game, sir.
J.J. Redick. Question for the Nets right now. Where is the offense going to come from with this group? Global Cabarro. Short. Good effort there by Musa to keep it alive. Reset here for Brooklyn.
Dude, they did. They did run the Joker at point guard.
Nets have 14.
And Bull played nice. He's got a lot of teams second guessing passing on him. Try that link that's pinned right now in the comments. I do like Lewis. I really like Lewis. Bull played great today.
Undrafted free agent signed to a two-way deal by Brooklyn on January 15th. He's got 6 to work. Ooh. Step back, Che. The lefty delivery doesn't go. Too strong. Redick, a heave at the horn. The Nets.
All right, that's the end of the first quarter. Pelicans are up by 9, 23-14. Tell you what, man, I'm gonna keep saying it. This game I thought was gonna get off to a slower start than what it did. Both teams came out firing and kind of slowed down as the game moved forward. Not sure if it's fatigue or what, but NBA is back, baby. I don't think you guys realize how awesome this is to me, bro. Basketball is my favorite sport of all time. Always will be, forever will be. And even though I'm a Pistons fan, I love the game of basketball. And tomorrow I'll probably be way more hype when I get to see my other team. The Mavericks take on the Lakers. We're going to get Bron, AD, JR. It's going to be like a family reunion over there. But then we get to see Luka, Kristaps. I know a lot of you guys like Tim Hardaway. I was surprised by Bull's skill set. I was not aware he could dribble. He proved me wrong. Seen him block a shot, get the rebound, go coast to coast and shoot a 3. Like, dude, that guy's got potential. A lot of these guys in the league got potential. I think the NBA is in good hands, to be honest with you. So much good young talent in here. I knew he could dribble. I didn't know he could dribble that well. Like, he looked so comfortable in it. So is Thon Maker, though, to my point. And he's doo-doo. I haven't really watched a whole lot of his highlights, man, to be honest with you. He's been hurt this year, though, right? Pistons talk. What's going on, man? I feel like I should have done a shot already. Let's do this. Let's see how many likes we got, and we'll do it from there.
Fine Eagle, Sarah Kustok, Michael
So once we get,
in Brooklyn, the
I
action
don't know, once we get like 25, 30 likes, I'll do a shot. Till then, it ain't happening.
Nets will be 30 and 34 when the games are
Seiku's been working out, man.
counted towards the standings. Currently number 7 in the Eastern Conference, a half game up on number 8 Orlando, 6.5 ahead of Washington. They need to be more than 4 games ahead to make the playoffs and avoid the play-in. We're checking with Michael Grady. He'll go through all the scenarios for us coming up. Let's reset the lineup.
Is Jamal Crawford not playing today?
Musa, Martin, and Lawawu Cabarro for Brooklyn. The cut, Martin
Nice
made
block.
and blocked by Jackson Hayes.
Nice cut by Martin. And that's part of it, the spacing, a good pass by Musa, but you see just the read, the defender Moore is trying to...
Great timing on the block from Hayes.
Gets inside. I think we see this with a lot of the players, and especially some of those being asked to play up a position. It's just the toughness and the ability to hit bodies and want to get in there, and whether it's offensively or defensively, and that's going to be necessary given the fact that they don't have a lot of size.
Jeremiah Martin is going to the free throw line. You ready for the first...
I haven't heard from this Jeremiah Martin guy. Mountain.
4 months to prepare.
He looks like he's gonna be pretty solid.
I have my notes. Is this trivia? Are you asking me the question?
No. I've got it.
Oh,
I'm just
okay,
gonna lay it out there. Jeremiah Martin played
Bates is gonna be solid, man.
in Memphis, same program as
I can't believe he went to MSU.
it was Team Thad for former net Thaddeus Young. It was his team. Martin's a net, Chios is a net, Young's a former net. That's all I got.
That's a lot of good stuff. That's excellent. I thought you were going to get into Jeremiah Martin's high school football career before he decided that he was going to just stay. That's why I feel like he's so good at initiating.
Nice
contact
pass.
and getting to the rim, but
Nice shot. Didn't make it.
Yeah, that's for the next scrimmage game number 2. Don't use all my material. Lawawu Cabarro is off the mark from the outside. The flip shot
Got the
goes
bounce.
on Moore getting into the paint. And
Now a lot of people talk about Zion, but the Pelicans are a pretty deep team, man.
the 550 mark of
Moore's a solid guy coming off the bench.
Temple tried to give it up, and it is out of bounds. So another net turnover. Nets are 5 of 21 from the field, 3 of 11 from three-point territory. For the fake, lost it for a moment. You got
And one.
Roots to commit and a foul call.
Cruz trying to show some verticality there at the end, bumps it with the body. See penetration by Moore, loses it. Cruz tries to go back up.
So each one more at the free throw line. Now a 9-year veteran of the NBA. Swingman.
I don't know how long the rebuild's gonna be, to be honest with you, man. I really don't. It really depends on how well they'll draft and who they'll find.
Penetration, but what he's been so good at with the Pelicans, especially with the group and the players that they've had this
Stuff I don't know, man. I can't see the future.
moving without the ball, he can get in the paint.
Yeah, I'd be cool with that.
Knocking down those three-point shots, which he's done at a good clip throughout the course of his career.
John and Musa, who's shooting it at 23% from three-point territory. Nets have missed their last 12 shots.
I don't know why people are hating on Drew, to be honest with you. I really don't.
8-minute mark of the second quarter. Alexander Walker, and the ball ricochets out of bounds. 5 to shoot. You know, obviously, a lot of questions with New Orleans regarding Zion Williamson. Unspecified family emergency. He left the campus on July the 16th. Air ball tossed up by Alexander Walker. Lawawu Cabarro stripped of the ball. Hart down the middle, looking for a cutter. It is Alexander Walker with the deuce. Timeout.
With the deuce.
New Orleans extends
Another break, bro.
to 9.
I actually seen something about who was posting that? Was it one of the beat writers maybe for Detroit? Was talking he has a legitimate shot, which he does. He does. And his point for him being a most improved player was he went from someone who was barely making the last spot in practice squads to becoming, at the end of the year, a go-to option for the Pistons. And when you trade a borderline all-star like Andre Drummond and you get a guy coming in who was more efficient, could space the floor out, averaged 20 and 10 in his absence, I think you have to throw him in the conversation for it. I think Bam Adebayo's got it on lock. I don't think that anyone's played well enough to take it away from him. But he should be a candidate nonetheless. I don't think any Detroit Pistons will win any of the end of the year awards this year, to be honest with you, unfortunately. It sucks, but sad but true. BI could be most improved too. That's a good one, JMO. So it'll be between Bam and BI. You know, while we're on commercial, though, I'm going to go ahead and open this. And we'll go ahead and do the first shot. Now, in case you guys are new to the channel, here's how it works. Before I do a shot of my good friend Jack, I make a toast. Now, usually by this point in the time, I'm usually hammered and I just ramble on, kind of like I'm doing now. But this one is going back to the NBA. This one's going back to all the basketball fans. And this crazy world we're living in right now, 2020 seems like a very bad movie. We need a break from everything. And right now, the National Basketball Association is giving us this opportunity right now. It feels great that basketball is back. So it is with my honor and my privilege that I am glassing up to you guys. Cheers. Here's to all the peeps. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. And hopefully you guys are as happy that basketball is back like I am. One step closer, 1 day closer, 1 minute closer to LaMelo becoming a Detroit Piston. Cheers. That's the good stuff, man. Now, usually I'd go, woo! Oh, I guess I got to. It's Woo Wednesday. So, woo! But during this whole COVID stuff, I've been drinking this stuff like water. My tolerance has gone way too up, man.
And the Nets are not even getting clean looks at the rim. New Orleans has been prepared
All right, Eric.
for all angles. But of course, no travel, no real home court advantage. So
Oh, man.
season
I'm
takes
going to put the mic closer over here and give my mouth a break.
once things get underway.
And everything about it is different, it's unique, and it's going to be interesting to see how it benefits different teams, the advantages some have, but I think more than anything as we continue to understand just the different rosters, the different personnel. Oh,
there he is.
speaking of different personnel, our favorite.
On the roller
Gee.
rink.
Yeah.
This
Will
would
you
be
be
the court.
rollerblading in the second half?
Saturday, we're having a roller party.
Yes,
You
I
better believe this.
forgot of this
Bird,
ton of
this is not a
hoops.
joke. This is not a
Come
joke.
Saturday.
Tell me your size and I'll bring some.
It's a men's 9, but it's old school roller skates. I don't want any of the nouveau roller blades.
That's fine.
Yes,
Where are
come
they
on.
at?
Oh, here we got music playing.
What kind of
This is
drink?
the-
What do you got going there?
spot.
What's your liquid of choice?
I feel like that's against sponsorship rules. We're getting into touchy material.
We'll leave it at that. Each Moore gives it up. The jump shot.
Hold on a second. What was that dude in an empty arena for? What was he doing there?
Man, Brady's come with material and information. You come with graphics, material, information. You come with nothing.
Rodions Cruz with a 3-ball. And that finally puts an end to the scoring struggles for Brooklyn. That's actually opened up well from three-point territory. They've made their first 3. But then missed 9 in a row from downtown before that.
Seems like both teams kind of become stagnant a little bit.
Well, and that's going to be the interesting part as the Nets continue to play. A nice drive here by Musa in part of the breakdown. But their true breakdown, penetration penetration player, a guy that can create his own shots. Karis LeVert.
Man, I'll tell you what, man. All these empty arenas, man. It's weird.
That's why a lot of this
I don't know if you guys been watching baseball or not.
on the cutting.
It's just weird to watch them play in stadiums and arenas that are just empty with no fans. It's so weird.
Pelicans doing a good job just staying with their guys, defending things well. And the Nets have struggled to not only make shots, but also
Speak of the devil, JMO. Here he comes.
All right, changes here now for Brooklyn. Jared Allen and Lance Thomas is making his Nets debut. He was part of the roster in the preseason.
I feel like Gentry let the Just for Men go, letting that gray hair pop in.
The Nets were obviously looking for a big. They felt comfortable with Thomas, who lives here in New York City. Thomas, a 9-year veteran, who's played with New Orleans, Oklahoma City, the Knicks, and now a member of the Nets. John Musa cuts into the New Orleans lead.
I'm not sure where the announcers are. These ones aren't in a Zoom call. They have to be there because they're keeping up with the game pretty well. The last couple games where they were doing the Zoom, it was a little bit delayed. Look at that. JMO, I think you're a wizard. He comes into the game, passes, and gets an assist. Like, what?
When we asked Jacques Vaughn about John Musa, he said, "You're looking to play more, but European
Hell yes.
read and roll.
I'd probably buy some shoes, some shirts, some hats.
Feels like with his basketball IQ, he's gonna find
I will be all aboard the BBB bandwagon.
consistent
Best believe that.
that they're looking for. Foul on the play.
Well, when you see he has ability to create a shot, and a big part of it, let's not forget, John and Musa, he's only 21 years old. So a lot of this is still a work in progress of just learning and understanding.
I don't know.
When it comes
I haven't heard too much about Christian Wood and his agent.
in decision making.
Can't speak to it.
Play every time, and that's something that you don't always see. Whether it's a pass, whether it's looking to score, take the shot, but making the right play over and over again. And on the defensive end too, just making sure he's not fouled,
Sasa.
being in the right place, and continuing to understand the type of things demanded at that end. And it's something that, again, this is a chance for Musa to have a steady run. He's gonna get the minutes.
LeVar will be well, I guess maybe not with the whole Rona stuff. We'll get Lonzo.
Lonzo Ball from the outside. Yeah, obviously with the improvement of Brandon.
Anyway, I don't know if, how many people will be allowed in the LCA next year. Depends on how fast this Rona stuff disappears and goes back to normal. Right now, I would anticipate no fans in any arena next year. Probably only media, maybe close friends, trainers, other coaches off the court. I wouldn't expect too much. Nice shot.
Each one more hands it from the outside, and New Orleans pouring it on. 38-22 Pelicans. Jared Allen matched up with Jackson Hayes. Texas against Texas.
Look at them cherry picking.
Long lead pass. Snared by
Oh, he missed it, bro.
Chioza the other way. He's trying to push it. Chioza will take and make the three.
I'll tell you what. If I'm the Pistons and I get a top pick enough where I can get Melo, I'm trying to get a mid-first round draft pick and get Lewis as a backup.
Tonight, no Tyler Johnson, no Justin Anderson. Getting to the rim.
Yeah, we'd have 3-point guards with Derrick Rose, Melo, and Lewis.
Harris sitting this
But Derrick Rose would be expiring next year.
would be a big part.
They could move on from him if they wanted to. They could resign him if they wanted to. And
Limited action for Karis LeVert.
play
Played
a 2-point guard system. I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
15.
I'm just really high on Lewis, man. I think he's got nice steal. I think he's got potential to be a steal in the draft.
When those seeding games start, two important games out of the gate, Orlando and Washington for the Nets.
Okay, JJ.
J.J. Redick. 43-25 Pelicans.
Brooklyn needs to start scoring, bro. They're about to get blown out.
Just 3.5 games behind number 8 Memphis in the West. Aaron Temple rims out.
They couldn't hit water right now if they fell out of a boat.
Won 2 in a row before
This one might be over, bro.
we get a timeout.
Tell you what, JMO. You need to start talking Pelicans more.
Pelicans up big on the Nets. The NBA restart.
Dude, that was like a 2K shot, bro. When you mean to pump fake but pulled up, bro. Like that was critical. That was crucial. That's just being mean, bro. You ain't gonna do him like that in the first game back in the NBA. Telling you, man, Luke Kennard and Mihailuk are gonna make it a very good spot for a young point guard to come in. I'm telling you, those guys can shoot the lights out. Don, I'm with you there too, man. Tomorrow, like I said, I'm going live again tomorrow to watch that game. Just the downside of it, I'm going to have it scheduled for 7:10. I don't get out of work until 7. So that one might not start till like 7:20, 7:25-ish, give or take. So I'll probably miss a little bit of that game. But Mavs are who I'm rooting for, bro. That's my other team outside of Detroit. And plus, the Lakers are going to be fun to watch. We get the meme team, J.R. Smith, Dion Waiters, Dwight Howard out there. It's going to be fun, bro. NBA is back, baby. Man, every time I think of Allen, I think about last year where the Pistons had the best Summer League squad. We were going to win the Summer League championship, and then Allen came in there and just messed it all up. Like, bro, why are you even in there? That's what I think about when I think about Allen. I mean, I do think about him blocking Blake. Like, this dude's a thorn in our side, bro. He can't let the Pistons be fun or have any fun or win games. He's got to be out there to ruin it all. We need a lot of big men. We don't have any besides Patton. And I don't really know what to expect of Patton. You know, I don't really know what they brought him in here for his role to be. Dude, I don't know why he was playing, bro. It pissed me off. Like, you have no idea, bro. I was watching the game, bro. I didn't know he was about to play. I'm like, dude, I seen he was in the starting lineup. I'm like, what the hell is happening right now? I'm still getting mad about it. So dumb, bro. So dumb.
Definitely, and first I want to say is as much as we talk about players being here, being absent, our best and well wishes go out to all.
So let's do this, man. I see we only got 17 people in the comments watching live right now. That's cool. I can't find my stream anywhere else right now, so I don't know how hard it is for you guys to find the stream right now. So if you guys want to share it, please do so that way we get more people in here and talk NBA in general. But here's what I'm going to do for all the Pistons fans in here right now. And you don't have to be a Pistons fan to enter this. What I'm going to be doing right now is entering a jersey giveaway. And what I mean by this is August 20th, as of now, will be the draft lottery. Doesn't matter if you're a YouTuber, subscriber, new to the channel, not even a Pistons fan. Nice shot, B.I. What we'll be doing is day after the draft, I'll be announcing the winner. And you have a chance to win a jersey of your team that drafted it. So if you're a Pistons fan, you're getting Melo, because we're getting Melo. Well, whoever it is, you'll be getting a jersey, because I'll probably be buying one. Unless it's like James Wiseman, because I won't be happy about it. I probably won't buy it. Oh, that was a nice move from Drew. I can't believe I didn't shake him. It didn't matter. Finished through contact and won. So I don't know how I'm gonna how I'm gonna announce the giveaway, but when the draft gets here, I think the day of the draft I'll put out a community post, because I'll be going live on my channel for the draft. On JMO's channel, we'll be doing the draft lottery. So you're going to want to go subscribe to 313 JMO right there in the comment section to do all that. But I'll probably do a community post that day. So everyone who wants to join it, stay tuned. You want to join the stream's only me right now, man. If you want to join and come talk NBA hoops with us, Saturdays is our live show where we will have special guests on. You can hit me up on Instagram or Twitter for that one. Links to those are in the description. It will be Detroit Drew 101 for Instagram and Twitter. All you gotta do is slide into my DMs. I don't bite. And we can find a time for you to get on the show if you want to come on there and talk some hoops. I need to find out a way to do phone calls on here so that way you guys can call in. That's the problem, though, man. We don't have a point guard. Unless we trade for Drew. Which I'd be okay with.
Nice decision by Levert. Nice to see Levert and just the freedom of there on the floor. And we continue to see if he's going to be
Pelicans up are really up by 20.
for this offense for making
I expect
plays,
this, man.
not only for himself, but also
See, Don, I don't know if I was going to make a video about that or not. Because I've seen a lot of people who are mad. Personally, I have a different viewpoint from because I wasn't alive during the bad boy era. So, I know Jordan's the bad guy in our eyes. But he's the greatest of all time. And if you want to be represented by the GOAT, go for it. I mean, University of Michigan, their jersey's got the Jordan logo on it. I don't know. A lot of Pistons fans are pretty mad about it. I don't really care. You know, Jordans are my favorite pairs of shoes. I gotta represent them, bro. I respect greatness.
I'll roll with that.
Same time, I understand how Pistons fans react. So
Obviously, there's social distance involved, and there's
they're not trying to get rid of the big man.
get a look at
I think that players just have different skill sets nowadays. Like, so often, people don't come in the league anymore with a post-up game or anything like that. They are all point guards and stuff, so they got different skill sets than they do. Someone like Embiid, who I think personally is the best center in the game, has a great down-low game. Anthony Davis, yes, he shoots threes. Yes, he shoots mid-range. But he's lethal in the post. Like, as a big man, to be successful in the league, you got to have somewhat of a post game still. It's just a different game completely now. Teams want to play more fast, more up-tempo. Oh, excuse me, that's the beer. More up-tempo. Shoot a lot more threes. But come playoff time, you need that big man. Hey, you're welcome, sir. Glad you're here today joining the stream. It's actually what made Toronto a good team last year. They were both able to run in transition and push it, but half court, the game shrinks come playoff time. It's a lot more half court game, which means a lot more ISO ball, a lot more posting up. Damn, that's a hard foul. Come on, guys, it's just a scrimmage, bro. Chill. It's not like Brook was going to do anything anyway. Guys going to have to play Milwaukee the first round. Without your best two players. Next year, Brooklyn's going to be nasty, bro. Rodney Stuckey logo, get out of here. We need the Darko logo. That's true. That's true. But you gotta look at it this way, man. Shaq's a different kind of breed. Shaq's one of the most dominant players of all time, if not the most dominant player of all time. The best players in the league have always been a guard or a forward, though. Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, KD, Curry, Kawhi. All those guys are the most talented people in the league. Go back like 8 years ago. Has it been 10 years already, though? I mean, Dwight Howard in Miami, bro. That team was centered around him. They went to the NBA Finals. I mean, look at San Antonio, what they did with Tony Parker, Manu, and Timmy D. One of the greatest franchises of all time, one of the greatest teams of all time, one of the greatest players of all time. They don't get the recognition they deserve, but they dominated for years. And that team was centered around Tim Duncan. You can call him a power forward, you can call him a center, whatever.
And here comes Holiday, whips it ahead. Working around the perimeter. Melly got Thomas up in the air. Plenty of time on the shot clock. 38 seconds to go in the half.
Ah, BI, bro. I thought you hit that. You had that nasty move, bro. Man, bro, Brooklyn's struggling. I guess I expected, man. I'm not saying draft wise, but I'm not. Was Howard MVP, bro? I don't think Dwight Howard. I almost call him Jawan Howard. I don't think he was an MVP. BI is filthy. I won't be done. I'll just be extremely disappointed.
Chiozza trying to get a shot off. He will.
Halftime, 56 Pelicans, 35 for Brooklyn. Wow. These 10-minute quarters definitely do fly by fast. I'm all for it, bro. It's what I set my quarters to on 2K when I play my career. Gives me enough time to get some meaningful minutes when you're first starting out, and then when you're grinding for the badges and stuff, gives you a lot more time to put up some good numbers. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. If you guys have not liked the video already, please do so. It greatly helps out the channel. You guys can go to the description, follow me on social media, Instagram, Twitter are in there. Our website, the Detroit Sports Alliance website, is in there. Check it out, man. Oh, bro. Oh, Pistons talk. I just remembered. Because I've acted like you've been part of this group for a minute, bro. But Pistons Talk is the newest member of the DSA. Go subscribe to him for more basketball-related content. But you haven't gone live with us during draft night. You are going to be in for a surprise, good sir. I tell you what, bro. It was pretty creepy, bro. I don't want to say creepy. It was gut-wrenching last year because we didn't know who the hell the Pistons were going to take. And this year, bro, it's going to be the same thing. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you for your shout-out, bro. Draft nights are always lit. DSA is always lit. Detroit Drew is always lit, bro. It's what we do. It's a good question. I don't know if I can do it or not. Depends on if someone's got them uploaded or not. Probably. Dude, every time I've done a reaction video this year, it's been copyrighted. I legit have to turn the volume off the videos and just talk over them. And even then, they still do. Like, who were we watching? Was it Cole Anthony? Was it Cole Anthony? I think it was Cole Anthony. We did the film breakdown for him. And Bravo sent one from Ball is Life. Turned the volume off. And even then, it like shut down the stream. That like I was like, oh no, I got a copyright strike again. And they just stopped at that time. That's who we were. Nasir Little. Everyone called him Stanley 2.0. I figured that out the hard way. Now I know for next time. Which is hard, because they do a lot of good draft videos, man. They got a lot of good highlights and stuff of players. Dude, I remember when we drafted Sekou, I had me and my mic, I recorded my video during the show. What made me become a Detroit Pistons fan? Well, it's kind of what I grew up watching with. My family's from Michigan, although I was born in Florida, but I was only there for like 2 years, so I don't even really remember it. But my earliest memories are just like watching basketball. Really, the '04 Pistons were a big part of me, like growing up and watching. Like I got to watch the Pistons in their second peak. Obviously their peak was the Bad Boys, but I got to watch them with the '04 Pistons and what they were able to do against these great offensive teams like Kobe and Shaq. Eventually Dwayne Wade and Shaq against the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets, I guess I should call them the New Jersey Nets at the time, with Jason Kidd and stuff. Like, they're one of the most underrated, slept-on teams of all time. That team was fantastic. I don't know if they would have been able to beat Shaq and Kobe that year, but that team was damn good. Like, really good. What we were able to do against Reggie Miller and the Pacers. I mean, just like all these great teams. We held our own against the Spurs, man. Like that team was just like fantastically great. Like you'll never see another team like that. A team with zero All Stars, with zero ego, go out there and lay it all on the floor. Every single man had to do their job every single night in order for them to win, and they did it almost every single night. And without a superstar, was one of the best teams in the league year in and year out. And they could have been a dynasty if they would have drafted Melo. But that's really what I grew up with, and I just kind of grabbed to that. Plus, I played basketball as a kid, rather if it was just like going outside shooting hoops. Eventually, I played in, I don't really want to call it a church league, but it's kind of where they played, was in a church. And they had the Chicago Bulls theme song and did introductions and stuff, and it was really cool. Although, they gave you a star for every time you did one, so that every star color was a different color. Like blue was offense, green was being a teammate player, and there was all kinds of different ones. Well, the red star was defense. And at the time, I was like taller than everybody, so I always had to play center, and I got a lot of block shots. I got a lot of rebounds. So they always made you like wear a shirt underneath it, and you glued the stars onto it. And like all the other kids, man, they all had like all these different color stars. Dude, my whole sleeve was nothing but red stars, but I had a lot of fun playing basketball, and just like eventually in middle school and high school, anytime we got downtime in class, or even when we had gym, when we weren't weightlifting or anything like that, like we'd always be playing basketball. So I've always just played basketball growing up, so I've just naturally like gone to it. So I just love the game of basketball. I think it's beautiful when it's played right. It's truly an amazing sport, like my favorite sport of all time. So I don't know. Just why I root for the Pistons is it's just who I grew up watching. They're always on my TV because they're a local team, I think. What was it? I think the day I was born. No, that was not right. I got to watch a little bit of the Grant Hill era, but it was like right when he hurt himself. They did not copyright me. Do you have to put somebody's description and not use the highlights? Sometimes it helps, bro. Sometimes it doesn't. Zion's not back yet, bro. I'm not really sure how long he is going to be out because it's not an injury-related issue. It's something personal going on in his life. They say he's doing daily COVID tests to see if he's testing positive or negative. So far, he's cleared every single one of them. So whenever that stuff's cleared, we will see Zion back with the Pelicans. But here's the thing, though. If he misses to take a test, his return will be delayed. So he's got to take these tests. So whatever's going on, however serious it is, he's got to take a little break to get tested for COVID. People don't talk about how we let go of Mimic Core was huge. He was huge for the Pistons bench back then. He really was. Very underrated player. Good guy to go to off the bench. That team was deep, bro. That was a good team, underrated team. He's a young fella, bro, so he's gonna have his legs underneath him. I think. When do they play? That's a good question from me. Let me look up when they play. I think that he'll be fine when they come to the playoffs. I think players in general, like right now, the Pelicans are playing great, but I expected a lot more of these teams to be a little bit rusty, a little bit slower. Man, looks like they don't play tomorrow. They must play Friday then. Yeah, so they play Friday night, 5 p.m. I like Alexander, I really do. I think he won't miss too many steps. I think that I don't know if I'm going to rank him or not, but I really think the Mavericks and the Thunder could be these two dark horse teams out west where they are going to be an underdog in one series but win it. CP3 has had a phenomenal year. OKC has had a phenomenal year. A lot of people like me did not have OKC making the playoffs. But you know what? When you make something special, when you make a bunch of guys who maybe weren't given the right opportunities, who were given up on, who were never part of a team's future or an offensive, defensive game plan, come together and unite, it's deadly. I've seen this firsthand with the Pistons. CP3 when healthy is the top guard in the league. They're going to be scary. And I wish the Pistons would have drafted him. I really do. Instead, we got Blake Griffin. It is what it is. The Jazz don't scare me, to be honest with you. Donovan's nice. But outside of that, I don't really know what to expect. Which one of them left? Ingles left. They're not going to have Ingles. They got Bogdanovich, whatever his name was, playing. I think it's Brogdon, right? That's the one. He's going to pick up a lot of that slot, which is all right. Rudy Gobert, I think, in my opinion, is overrated. And really, talking about Rudy Gobert is how much of his teammates are going to let him go for not taking this Rona stuff serious. I hope that the Mavericks do go and upset people, but I think the Clippers are my favorite. They're just tough. As a basketball fan, taking my fandom out of it. So taking the Pistons, taking the Mavs out of it, the Clippers versus the Lakers and the Western Finals is must-see TV. It's what the NBA needs. It's what we need to be entertained. It's really what I'm pulling for at the end of the day. If it's the Mavericks, so be it. I'm not going to complain. Shoot. D. Will, Wes Matthews, AK-47. Bro, I seen he got in trouble for something. Oh, yeah. I remember what that was. He didn't get in trouble. I seen that his wife lets him cheat on her like once a month or something. That's what it was. I remember I heard something about AK-47 in the news. Boozer and Okafor with those clean light blue jerseys. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, that feels like forever ago. Remember when D. Will was considered one of the best point guards in the league? That really feels like forever ago, and it really wasn't. It's crazy. See, I didn't get to watch much of the Clippers game. I couldn't find a link for it. And plus, work was super busy today, so I didn't have a whole lot of time to watch it. People are going to learn, bro. When Reggie's healthy, he's good. But he's where he needs to be, bro. He came here. He needed to be the number one option in order for the Pistons to win. But now when he's like the fourth, fifth option, hell, maybe the sixth option on the team, he's going to thrive. Because now you can't double down low. But he's great in the pick and roll. He fits well with the Clippers. It's what the Clippers needed. It's what he needed. It's a win-win. Dude, I remember those debates, bro. It was crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy. Feels like so long ago. The one team I hope don't win a championship. I don't know if I'm not rooting against anybody. I mean, I would hate for Philadelphia to win it because I think their team's a mess right now. And if they won it, they'd probably keep their whole team. I'm not rooting against really anybody, I don't think. trying to think. Because I kind of want Milwaukee to go out east and win it. See, I don't have a problem with the Celtics right now. I do think they overrate their players, so let's do this. Let me look at the East and the West, and I'll tell you teams I want and don't want. Let's go NBA standings real quick. So the team I don't want to win out East, like I said, it would probably be Philly. I don't think they got a shot at it, but I'd be upset if they did. Out West, it'd be the Thunder, no cap. They don't have a center. It ain't going to happen either way. We got basketball back, bro. Let's get it. What was that, bro? Come on, bro. You about to get benched, bro. Brooklyn's comeback. Mark it down, bro. I don't have a problem against Thunder. I hope that they run the tables. J-Mo, I kind of hope that they do, bro. The Lakers got to be the favorites, though, man.
That's touched it last, out of bounds. Lonzo Ball, a two-man game with Jackson Hayes.
Nice shot, Zoe. His shot looks so much better. His shot looks fantastic. And this is why you don't give up on young talent right here, peeps. Listen to this. Learn from this. Don't give up on young talent.
Chioza misses from downtown. Looks like Ball has cleaned up some things in that jump shot as well.
No duh, I just said that. Thanks a lot. Solidify my smartness. Although once once Lonzo gets a neck tattoo, his career is going downhill. Better pray for the day he doesn't get a neck tattoo, or else it's a wrap.
And that was a big part of it. And I think a big part of that too as well is just he didn't have the quickness in getting it off because of that. Now you see much more of it. Gives him an extra second there to get that release and get the shot off.
Brooklyn's getting a lot of good looks right now. They're just not capitalizing on it. Yeah, I just farted. I don't know if you heard that, but I farted.
So Pelicans will get some free throws out of this. Drew Holiday sauntering over to the line. Looks like a veteran. So a pair for Drew Holiday. It is all in the app. The Brooklyn Nets app. Download today. Get exclusive content.
Oh, cheap plug for the Brooklyn Nets app. Make sure you download that.
The Nets app is available now at the App Store. 59-36.
Look at this, dude. 10 minutes have already gone by in this quarter.
Opportunity.
Oh, shoot.
Number of Nets, guys that are just not used to a whole lot of playing time at this level. Temple corner J, in and out.
I became too quick to jump to conclusions or make assertions necessarily based on just this one scrimmage. It's always going to be a work in progress, and it's not just about shaking some of the rust off, but just getting fitness levels and conditioning back. You cannot even come close to expecting it to be where it will be another few weeks, and then when the seeding games get going.
Bad shot. Bad shot. Come on, Drew. That's not the player you are.
Playoffs, where things will be after they've gotten a chance to get some game action day in and day out.
Yeah, when we asked Jock Vaughn about the campus mentality.
I don't think he's going to get it in Boston. Boston's a solid team, but I just don't think they're good enough to win a title. Like, they're missing something. I don't know what it is, but they're missing it.
It's all about maintaining balance. There are great advantages of being together and being around one another, but you don't want to push it so that it's too much. It can't all be about basketball. Tip and go is Jaron Allen after the miss. So even when we came on the air tonight, there were images of the Nets swimming and fishing and playing golf. So we've seen that all over social media as players try to find some kind of routine in this very unorthodox situation.
And I think the balance too. It's
Get that out of here.
a beautiful part of getting an opportunity to spend so much time and be together, but there's also the
Drew's
balance
struggling.
when you need to pull back a little, when you need
Come on, you guys just had a whole half to call a timeout, bro. Why are you calling timeouts 3 minutes in the quarter? Come on, man. Justice Winslow will miss the rest of the season after suffering a hip injury during Monday's practice. Damn. Memphis needs everything they can get. They're going to miss that come playoff time. If they get in. If they get in, I should say. Actually, I think that was one of my better videos when I first started talking about the Pistons. Was the rumor about Kyrie coming to Detroit? What a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Times were so much simpler back then, where we could just talk about trade rumors. Miss those golden days. Yeah, I don't know, man. I also seen a video of Ben Simmons fishing, caught a fish, goes to throw the fish back into the water, and hit the dock twice before the fish hit the water. So I don't know, man. If Ben gets a jumper, it's over. He'll be unguardable. Until then, he is pretty trash. He's a good defender. He's a great passer. But his lack of shooting with what the Philadelphia 76ers have is just, it's not cutting it, you know. You can't force your best player in Embiid to stand on the perimeter and shoot threes. Like, Embiid can shoot threes, bro, but you can't have him standing on the perimeter all the time. It ain't going to work. It ain't happening. Tell you what, man, I actually want to be in this bubble, bro. It looks fun. They're at least making it look like it's fun.
needed to.
Yes. He says he's got more to offer. He's challenged Michael Phelps.
That, though, a part of this, a part of the challenge of being down there, and of course,
Brooklyn needs to make a run, bro. This game's over.
also the mental aspect.
They got about 6.5 minutes to make a run before it's a wrap.
These players being away from their families,
Big time.
the different circumstances that they're dealing with, and so it's nice to see videos like that, understanding of this is also their family as well, and they feel, the opportunity of just being together in this environment, finding ways to have.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah, that's
Ugh.
Jackson Hayes hanging on the rim, trying to slam it down. So the Nets will take over, trailing 59-39. There was some early speculation regarding Alvin Gentry and whether or not he would be a part of this, but all of the clearances took place, and Gentry, who is 65 years old, one of the really good guys around the NBA, to sit and talk with him. Karis LeVert, short. LeVert has been struggling from the field.
Yeah, man. I don't know where Jamal Crawford's at, but Brooklyn needs him in the worst possible way.
Holiday all the way.
That's crazy that how Jamal Crawford hasn't been signed this entire year.
And gotta be
But Lord behold,
setting in for
he's
the
about to be their go-to option. It's
mentioned
crazy.
the lack of depth. Not only is this the first scrimmage that they're getting an opportunity to play in, but also not necessarily a lot of guys. And where most teams, you can go a little deeper with your lineup. The Nets don't have that availability from a lot of their players at this point.
Offensive foul called against Brooklyn. Jared Allen as Holiday took the bump, and Kenrich Williams, second year from Texas Christian, in for the first time. 61-39 Pelicans.
If the Pelicans score 69, I'll do a shot.
Millie the catch and the deuce.
If they score 70,
Millie,
I won't. I gotta score
29-year-old rookie from
6 more points. 3 more buckets or 2 more threes.
$1 million deal.
Rookie that spent 12 years in Europe and just
They did have Christian Wood.
brought to the table. He's got nice
They released him and gave him to us. Thank you, Pelicans.
size, but also can knock down a three-point shot.
I greatly appreciate it. I do.
Personal foul on Kenrich Williams. Josh
Score is 63 Pelicans, 39 Brooklyn Nets. BI may be done for the night.
Have you been on JJ Redick's podcast?
I have not
Because
been.
That'll probably be a 7-game series if that does happen. Not very likely, but hey, anything's possible. The Heat could upset Milwaukee.
Favreau is off the market.
How many podcasts would you say you did throughout the course of the quarantine?
I'd say 300.
Oh, they went for the double
I
oop.
believe it. I want to laugh, but every day I would hear you on a different podcast.
No, what I did notice a lot
Come on.
was
We got a lot on the table here, bro. 69
switch.
for another shot. Let's get it, bro.
And then you would agree, and then they would come back with, all right, so we'll just do the Zoom. Oh, they, whoa. That's going to require me to shower. So, yes. there are
Nasty
no-
ass. Who doesn't shower?
Yes.
No one can actually smell you.
No, it's not the
Except for
odor.
our policeman.
It's not the odor. It's not that at all.
What are we talking about right now? There's a game of basketball going on. Wash your ass. Talk about sports. That's all I gotta say.
39 New Orleans. Long drive, Frank Jackson.
Oh, that was the whitest thing I've ever seen, bro. He got he got rejected by the rim.
Last touch by New Orleans.
You're so white.
It's excellent. Excellent.
Do you listen at 2 times the speed? Musa, off-balance delivery.
I will be honest with you. My podcast
Come on, bro. We just need 6 more points.
1.5, but because we've had a lot of time and things that you need to fill your time, my podcast listening now is down to 1.
One. Oh, you go to 1.
0.5.
Because you're just trying to fill the day.
Yeah.
Oh, you go slower than normal.
Zach Lowe's podcast.
Come on, Zo. I need you to score, bro.
At a .25.
If the Pelicans make it to the finals, that would I don't know. I would have to look it up. That would be like the first 8 seed to make it to the finals in how long?
From 3.
Okay, here we go, Brooklyn. Make it a little bit noise. Might be a little bit too late, but you're making something. I don't know if I'd be rocking that mustache, but do you, sir?
Nets trying to get a little offense cranking here.
This might be the shot. We can't get 69 points. You guys are killing me, bro. And now they're probably about to rest Lonzo and call it a night. Shut him down. Play some jabronis we never heard of. I said a lot there. What did I say? I don't remember. Bucks versus Lakers, though, man. That's must-see TV. You've had the guy who has dominated for the last 10, 15 years in LeBron going against a guy who's trying to, quote-unquote, dethrone him, become the new king. If Giannis beats him, he's the best player in the league. LeBron did it. Bro, like, you got to start saying, like, he still got it. Like, dude, there'd be so many storylines. Hey, you know what to say, JMO. Great minds think alike. I heard something. I believe Pistons Talk said he's still in quarantine. They're doing a mandatory, I think, 10 to 14 day quarantine for all the new players coming in. So, like, when Zion comes back, he's got to rest, or I shouldn't say rest, but stay in his room for that long before he's actually allowed to play. So, people who are injured or away, they're not going to be coming back when they are actually going to be there in Orlando. They got to rest up, which is what you have to do when you got something serious like this going on, I guess. Rockets, Sixers, shooters versus dunkers. That would be the worst. That would be the worst. You know what? I'm not high on the Rockets. Everyone thinks I'm knocking the Rockets, that I don't like Harden or don't like Westbrook. But I'd actually be rooting for the Rockets in that one. Because that Sixers team is just a cluster, bro. I don't know what they're trying to do there, what they're trying to build. It's just like they're like, oh, hey, Al Horford's a free agent. Let's throw him some money.
So here were the core health and medical protocols: arrival in the quarantine, coronavirus testing, physical distancing, medical screening, face coverings, of course, cleaning, hygiene, all important. So how have they done so far? A couple of days ago, of the 346 players tested for COVID-19 on the NBA campus, nobody tested positive. They're doing things
You love to hear that, man.
early. Nobody tested.
We're on to something, bro. I don't hate the Rockets. They're just not title contenders.
On campus. Obviously, to start, they
I'm not capping. I'm not hating, bro.
what they were working with. That was the
Bubba,
quarantine period.
I'm going to tell you this. I am getting into the UFC game a bit late.
Getting into the action.
But I love it, bro. Absolutely love the UFC. I'm like really new into it.
Controlled environment.
But I love it, bro.
They are aware of what's happening with the players.
I went to Buffalo Wild Wings. And who was... it was John Jones. I don't remember who the other guy he was fighting. Here we go. We need 4 more points.
Former team, and he's
And I went there and just watched the card.
Nice to see Jaleel.
Dude, I was just in love with it, bro. Like, I can't believe, like, I've never, like, sat down and watched a whole card like that. Like, I've seen fights,
His place here in the league, and we'll have an
but I'm totally aboard, bro. I'm late to the UFC game, but I'm all in, bro. This stuff's incredible.
down there we'll have more of an opportunity to get some run.
65-40.
Unfortunately, we're not going to see it.
3-minute mark.
Here we go. One more 2. If they shoot a 3, no shot. Gotta raise the stakes. And I know someone's pulling up for 3 next attempt.
Executed at a high level offensively. Kurucs.
Dude, they're not going to be able to beat the Clippers or the Lakers. They're going to have to play one of those teams. They're not beating them. They got nobody, and I mean nobody, to guard Kawhi, to guard Paul George. It's over. And Westbrook and Pat Bev's got a rivalry. Westbrook's got the advantage. James Harden's going to have his way, but they're shutting everybody down. They're going to switch. They're going to play tough on them. They're not beating the Clippers. They'll take them to 6. They might take them to 7. They're not beating them. And come to the Lakers, bro. They got no one to guard LeBron. Oh, hold on, J-Mo. I'm ranting and raving over you. The Pelicans scored 69 points first. Here's to the peeps, bro, for 69. Detroit Drew's jersey number. Cheers. Bro, come on, J-Mo. Come on, J-Mo. It's playoff Bron. I'm not a LeBron James fan, J-Mo. But they got no one to guard LeBron. You can't have the best player on the team be unguardable. Like, you can't. You got to have someone to throw at him. And say you put PJ Tucker on him. Then you got AD 1-0 willy-nilly. Say you put PJ Tucker on AD. Damn. Even if he takes AD out the game, Bron's going crazy. Then you got Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee to deal with. Bro, the rebounds are all going to the Lakers. All the blocks are going to the Lakers. They got Tyson Chandler coming off the bench for the Rockets, bro, but he's old. It ain't happening, bro. Harden and Westbrook, one of them's going to go off in each game. The other one is either going to blow up with them and they'll win the game, or they're going to shoot like 13 of 55 from the field, bro. Covington's the guard LeBron, bro, and he's going to stop LeBron? Stop. They're going to put J.R. Smith or Deion Waiters, and I'm not saying that's going to stop him. I'm not. But Harden can't do it by himself.
A lot of this is just finding his rhythm, not stressing too much. He struggled knocking down shots when given the opportunity.
They're going to throw bodies at him.
But this is going to be a process.
My strategy going against the Rockets is double team Westbrook and Harden, and then don't worry about the rest of the dudes. Westbrook just arrived to Orlando today. He's cleared.
Know a whole lot about it. He's yet to fully participate in practice. He's trying to clear the quarantine. Rookie out of
Okay.
Alabama that was playing
I meant slow him down.
with the Detroit Pistons, but good size.
Oh, we got a shout out?
32.
I see you.
And this team
Look, J-Mo.
desperately in need of some
Come playoff times, you need guys who can get stops at every position.
ball is to get chances just based on the sheer numbers. Step in,
I'm not. Come on, Don. I don't need you to help me out, bro.
it's the steal and slow.
Caruso's not stopping Westbrook. Only thing that stops Westbrook is Westbrook. There's not a single player in the league that can guard Westbrook. But Westbrook gets a couple of easy dunks, contested layups, gets to the free throw line, and then all of a sudden thinks he's Steph Curry and shoots threes. Like, Westbrook's thing is he shoots bad threes. Westbrook is almost unguardable, but he settles for bad three-pointers. That's his downfall. He's a great passer, triple-double threat, but Westbrook and Harden aren't elite defenders. They're not even average. I would say Westbrook's average. I'm sorry. Harden's terrible defensively, bro. It's over, J-Mo. They're all offense, no defense. And that's good for regular season basketball, but in the playoffs, you have to play defense. The last teams that have won titles are some of the best defensive teams in the league. Not all time, but in the league. You got to be able to have guys out there that can defend. And the Rockets, the best defender is PJ Tucker. He's going to have to guard the Joker. He's going to have to guard Zion if Zion makes it. He's going to have to guard AD. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I haven't even made it through the rest of the team. He's having to guard Rudy Gobert, bro. Like, Gobert's not an offensive player. But you can't stop a dude who's 7 foot and some change when you're 6 foot, what, 8, 9, whatever he is, bro. Covington's not going to be guarding those guys, though. He's going to guard LeBron. He's not strong enough to stop LeBron. He's going to guard Paul George or Kawhi. He ain't stopping Kawhi. Paul George, you can say he's going to turn into George Paul. I'm not going to argue there, okay? I'm not going to argue there. Joker is overrated. Gobert sucks offensively. It ain't happening to AD in the playoffs, bro. It ain't. Playoffs is a whole other element, bro. It's not happening. Let me know, J-Mo, when you want to go live on your channel, and we will debate this. I'm going to give you that 2-piece and a biscuit. 71-54, Pelicans leading after it. Bro, it doesn't... J-Mo, bro, they don't have a center. You can't play without a center. Look, they need a Capella. I don't know why they traded him. They needed him. If Capella's there, I'm totally switching up. I would think they'd be a legit contender because Capella covered up a lot of their flaws. You need rim protection when you got scoring like that. Come playoff basketball, LeBron's pushing his teammates not to settle, to keep striving. His whole thing is strive for greatness. He wants this ring. He wants his 4th ring. If AD is being guarded by PJ Tucker, and he's not posting this fool up, taking him to the paint, LeBron's going to rip him a new one. You don't want that, because then LeBron's going to trade you. And then he'll get somebody who will. No. That's not it, though, J-Mo. They had people like Andrew Bogut, JaVale McGee come in, who aren't the best centers in the league, but were there to set screens, which freed up Curry, which freed up Clay, to grab rebounds. PJ Tucker's not an elite rebounder. And there to block shots, contest shots. PJ Tucker ain't doing that, bro. The Warriors never had a great big. They had a great big for the role player. There's a difference. Look, bro, when Russ and Harden are feeling it, they're going to be tough. But statistically, like, dude, look at this, JMO. If you're into analytics right now, which a lot of fans are jumping on this because they don't watch a whole lot of basketball and they look at the numbers and don't watch the games, the Harden Westbrook Rockets are like one of the top shooting three teams in the league. They have one of the worst 3-point percentages in the league because they shoot the most and they miss the most. Like, JMO, bro, tell me how many times has either Westbrook or Harden shot so many threes that the field goal percentage was like low 40s, low 30s. Like, it's a lot. Like, they shoot a lot of bad shots. And now when Harden's feeling it, bro, like, he's tough to start, the stop. He's tough to defend. Like, I'm not denying that they're great. They're great. But they take a lot of dumb shots. You can't do that in the playoffs. Mike D'Antoni is an idiot for a coach. He's all offense, no defense. You're not going to win with Mike D'Antoni. It's been proven. Steve Nash and the Suns were one of the best teams in the league, best offensive teams. But defensively, they were doo-doo. Mike D'Antoni's an idiot. They're not winning anything with him as the coach. They weren't a good rebound team, but they had a guy to come in to get rebounds. That's all that mattered. Dude, that's not a fair comparison, bro. When you have KD, Steph, and Clay as your third best player, like all that other stuff I just talked about goes out the window. You got Westbrook and Harden. That's a nice duo, but bro, I do watch the Rockets. They're a regular season team, JMO. They're good in the regular season. Come playoff, it's not going to translate, man. When he is feeling, he is unstoppable. No. That's not what I said. It's not what I said, JMO. Don't take my words out of my mouth. They shoot dumb shots. Like I said, when Harden's feeling it, he's unguardable, bro. He's hitting step backs, which should be travels. He's pulling up in your face, and he ain't missing. I'm saying they settle for bad shots. There's a difference between good and bad shots. Dude, they've had CP3 on the team. You're acting like CP3 was a bum on this team. It wasn't enough. Is Russ better than CP3? Yes, it is. Did they take the Warriors to the limit? Yes, they did. CP3 got hurt. CP3 doesn't get hurt? Who knows what happens? I don't. I don't know. CP3 is Russ. CP3 is a better defender than Russ, though. CP3 is a playmaker, though.
That's 3 throws.
I'm not going that far. But CP3 is a mid-range dude. He's an old school point guard. If he played in the 90s, early 2000s, people would talk about like he's the next big thing. He plays in the era of Steph Curry's, James Harden's, where they shoot a lot of threes and they make them. CP3 is probably like the most underrated point guard of all time. Yeah, he is. Definitely is. I'm not denying that Russ is a better player. I'm not, JMO. I'm not. But CP3 is here to get steals, push it in transition, and find the open man. The team is different. They don't have a center. That is a completely different team. I don't think they're as good as last year. I'm not buying the hype, JMO. Nothing you say are going to convince me.
had his come in the paint because of penetration.
You know what? Going into this NBA restart,
I'm not talking about this current contract. I'm talking about all time.
we look at trends, we
Talk about all time.
that happen prior to the stoppage. You wonder how much of it
And what does West have to show for it, bro? He's got nothing to show for it.
certain way, you play a certain style, or gets on the fadeaway.
Russ has no excuse, bro. OKC has done everything
If certain teams
to give him a good team.
where they left off, teams that were
His first couple of years, they had the big three over there. Now, they were young. They were inexperienced. And they didn't want to pay the luxury tax. But they had 3 former MVPs on the team. KD, Westbrook, Harden. Now, they played LeBron and Wade in Miami in the finals. And they lost. But they never got back. And part of it was because they didn't want to pay the luxury tax. And James Harden goes to Houston and makes Houston a better team. You can't do much about that. But he still had several years with KD. Never got back to the finals. Once KD leaves, it's Russell Westbrook's team, bro. They go out and get Paul George. Paul George literally had an MVP. Yes, MVP caliber season. And it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Like, bro. Right now or back then? Because KD's like, outside of Steph Curry and Klay, like the best shooter in the league. Paul George is a great shooter. Victor Oladipo got way better when he was there in OKC to shoot. Oh, here we go. It's supposed to be Westbrook's team, bro. You gotta carry them in the playoffs.
Are we doing what? Using my Old Spice moisturizer and shea butter body wash?
All I wanted was to use your body wash.
And all I wanted was to have a body wash.
I'm not gonna get in the whole Dame Westbrook conversation, bro. That's gonna.
Overpay for car insurance. Gaddy is a free tool that saves
And then he goes to Indiana and becomes an all-star caliber player.
and stop overpaying for car insurance.
He actually had a good year in OKC, bro.
Enjoy lower calories.
No. They don't, though. Let's not get carried away now, guys.
Premiere. If you're over 50, imagine you could turn back the clock on your stiff, achy joints 10, even 20 years. Imagine you could do this without products that
Westbrook averaged a triple-double that year, bro. It's Russ teams. Paul George was his sidekick. But Paul George played at an MVP caliber level. So did Russ. Russ had a triple-double that year.
Instaflex Advanced is different because
They legit could have had 2 MVPs on that team that year. And that wasn't enough.
cover up symptoms. Instead, it bathes your joints in its unique combination of 5 key natural ingredients found in no other product. Key ingredients backed by 5 clinical studies. Instaflex Advanced is so
Facts.
powerful, you can have better knees in just 1 week. Maybe that's why it's the #1 selling joint brand at GNC. But you can only
Dude, that was Russ teams. That was his partner in crime. That was his Batman and Robin. You know what, Jim? For you, I will say that was his Superman. He was Batman.
exclusive oxygenated oil.
Or he was Superman. He was Batman. Whatever you want to say it.
Aches and sore muscles, absolutely free. Text
It's Westbrook's team, though.
NY to
It doesn't matter who's better.
231.
Oh, I gotta mute these commercials. Oh, never mind.
NBA TV as well. Here in Barclays Center, I'm here on what would be the floor of the Brooklyn Nets. Ian, Sarah, where are you?
Where are we? Let's do the patented turn.
There it is. Oh,
This is our setup right here. Monitor.
All I'm saying is when Paul George went out west, no one thought he was gonna be a playoff or an all-star caliber player. I mean, he was, bro. He's like one of the best players in the league.
I just keep turning around.
And he's having a good year in the Clippers, but it wasn't as good as the year prior in OKC.
Looks lonely out there.
He looks like he needs a pair of roller skates.
Yeah, well, Saturday.
This is happening.
What did Westbrook do, bro?
This is happening.
I thought you were
Men's size
joking.
9 for you. No, I'm bringing
I'm
the
waiting
same.
for it, bro.
Super. Can't wait. This is gonna go for derby action.
It's his team at the end of the day, bro.
We're gonna have a little fun.
Out of the timeout, Martin steps in for the steal.
You gotta look out at the West, bro. People like Kawhi was still out. Was Kawhi still out there? No, Kawhi was in Toronto, wasn't he? Yeah. Man, who else was out? I'm thinking of another small forward out there. There was KD. There was another forward too
Thornwell is
that was gonna be over him. People didn't think he was gonna be it. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea what the hell's happening in this game right now, bro.
This isn't about the scoreboard right now. It really
See, that's unacceptable. To Damian, see what you just said right there though is Damian Lillard, not the Trailblazers, but Damian Lillard.
these minutes still matter.
Timothé Luwawu-Cabarrot with the bucket. Got the start, got into early foul trouble. Was not shot it well.
If okay, here though, Jamal. Let's back it up to a step though. If Russ is a better defender than CP3, you can't tell me that CP3 wouldn't have been guarding Dame in that situation. Why wasn't? I'm telling you, Devin, we need to go live on Jamal's channel to discuss this. Why wasn't Westbrook guarding Dame, bro? Why? Tell me why. It's because Paul George is the better defender, but man to man, baller to baller, why wasn't Westbrook guarding him? It would have made a difference because at the end of the day, Dame hit a circus shot. That's not a high percentage shot at all. It's not. But he hit it. He felt it. He felt it. He dealt it, you know.
Yesterday about that, and he said really a lot of what I did with the Long Island Nets was very.
I just said that. But from man to man, if you are supposed to be better than Dame, why aren't you guarding him, bro? I'm tipsy. I'm tipsy, Jamal. I'm tipsy. But I'm not there yet, bro.
Standing positions and offensively, defensively, they're keeping things simple. Not a lot of they're overloaded.
Ben, bro, chill. Yeah, he had CJ McCollum. CJ played nice in that series though.
But it's going to be a part of what we see in the coming days.
Chance for three, continuation.
Agree to disagree, Jamal.
21-year-old from
I got a lot more beer to drink. I can get a whole lot drunker.
Nikhil Alexander Walker. 17th pick in the first round out of Virginia Tech.
Speaking
Cousin, of course,
of getting drunker, Brooklyn needs what?
Oklahoma City Thunder.
7 more points. I'll do another shot.
He was impressive in summer league. A lot of heads, and he's had some big games.
By picking him up.
Season high 27 points.
Dame ain't passing.
Team, he puts the ball in the bucket when given the opportunity, and someone that New Orleans is very optimistic about.
I mean, look, bro.
Gio's a crafty move, but he couldn't finish it.
It boils down to your manhood, bro. If someone's cooking you, I don't remember that game like that, Ben. I don't. Or who said he dropped 50? I'm sorry, Ben. I don't know if Dame dropped 50 or not. I don't remember it like that. But if he was cooking you like that, you have to man up and shut this dude down.
Catching fire, Kurucs. Rimming
You can't just say, yeah, PG, let him go ahead, bro. And then in press conference, be like, yeah, that's a poor shot, bro.
Pelicans.
Like he ain't making that again, dude. You can't do that. It don't matter if it was a poor shot or not.
Foul call that is
You gotta stop it, bro. Like pick him up.
from the perimeter.
You didn't do it.
Darius Thornwell. Stud he was in the NCAA tournament that year.
There's a thing called getting back in transition where you run back to defense. In a playoff game, you can't take plays off. You can't. You have to commit.
NCAA tournament flashback.
You have to get back. In a playoff game where you're about to be eliminated, you're not going to get back in transition?
It's been our last year just to say Duke a few more times before this broadcast.
I ain't buying it, bro.
I think Spinarkle did those games too. Jeremiah Martin turned over Brooklyn.
Was that one over Dwight or was that Chandler Parsons picking him up?
Has benefited from the fact that teams could open up the roster.
Oh, here comes the injuries. Come on, man.
Trimmed down just a tad.
Well, and this is where we see
No, Steph Curry. They hide Steph Curry because he's a poor defender.
only played 11 minutes. There's
Kyrie.
guys in and out for
No, I really haven't watched too many Brooklyn Nets games this year. Besides they play the Pistons.
don't have that same luxury for some of these players given the
He's
number
not
of
great.
players they're working with right now.
He takes plays off too.
9 guys for Brooklyn.
But they they haven't got cooked like that, bro.
Shows up bench players tonight.
And of course, every time Kyrie's been in the playoffs, he's had help too, though. Like he's had LeBron
Kurucs
pick him up, help him out. He's had Tristan Thompson help him out.
now 8 of
go over to when he played in the Celtics. Nice dunk. That the Celtics teams were great defensively, bro. Who was the other guy you said? Steph. They had people like Draymond switch. Clay's an elite defender. They had guys that were able to protect him. Like they knew their weaknesses. Like Russ is supposed to be that dude. Yeah, I told you, dude. I told you, 11 to 31. Like he shot a lot of dumb shots, bro.
Brooklyn Nets Basketball Academy, presented by Snipes, is here for you with virtual
No elite guards, elite guards. Stop it.
BrooklynNets.com/basketball-academy.
Pretty sure Dame was guarding Westbrook.
Top of your game. John and Musa.
I'm not. No, J-Mo. Come on, bro. Listen to me. I'm not saying he has to guard him every position or every possession. Yikes! That one was the beer. What I'm saying is, with the game on the line, you have to. Ego standpoint.
The first NBA game without fans. And logistics involved in that. Layup goes down for Thornwell. That game never happened. And it's been
I'm pretty sure Portland was switching on him that night.
we've seen NBA action.
Pretty sure. Don't hold me to that one. I'm pretty sure.
Lob it up, knocked away by Kurucs. Silent Cheatham is in the game for New Orleans.
Dame's not better than Russ though.
Timeout with 2:31 to play.
Westbrook's literally averaged a triple-double, man. We haven't seen that since Oscar Robinson. Like, he's supposed to be held at a higher standard. Like, we haven't seen greatness like that. Dame's an underdog caliber player. Yeah, anytime you have 2 to 3 MVPs on it, that's terribly built. I don't want to hear the excuses. I don't. You literally went from having KD to Paul George. It's a downgrade. But they're far less. There's better than going from KD to no KD. It's better than going from KD to Stanley Johnson. Like, dude, you gave him so much time with KD. He literally drove KD out of OKC. Like, he didn't want to be there. KD wanted the ball in his hands, and it was going to Westbrook. And Westbrook was pulling up from dumb shots, from dumb spots on the court. Look, though. Paul George did choke. He turned it into George Paul. I'm not denying that. Westbrook needs to shoot the ball there, though. You just wrote out an MVP candidate. I think he won MVP, the year prior before he left? Or was it 2 years prior to he left? Whatever it was. You drove him out of town because he wasn't getting the opportunities. So now there's no excuse for Westbrook not to take those shots. Now there's nothing for you to deny. And he wasn't. Like, you just took the most lethal shooter outside of Steph Curry out of your team to give it to Paul George. It doesn't make any sense. Paul George is nowhere near KD. Like, KD is unguardable. You can't stop him. Only thing that stopped him was his Achilles. Sorry, KD. Westbrook drove him out. Don't get it twisted. I'm not defending KD going to Golden State, bro. I hate that move. I really do. I wish he would have went somewhere else and made that team more competitive and won his rings that way. I don't count KD's rings. What KD did was unacceptable, unexcusable. But it's Westbrook's fault. No. KD wanted to be his team, and they weren't sold on it. They liked Westbrook better for some ungodly reason. They should have traded Westbrook and kept KD. That's all I got to say about that. Hey, both KD and Westbrook sucked during that series against Golden State after they got the 3-1. No, Westbrook drove them out.
There feels a little bit more of a pop and more of a rhythm.
KD wanted to be the man,
the second half, but
and they weren't willing to give him the single keys to the franchise. They're like, you gotta share it with Russ. And he's like, nah, this dude's trash.
Called free throws
He's gonna choke it 9 times out of 10.
out of Arizona.
With KD, I'd say 5 times out of 10, 50%. He's gonna come through.
finish through that contact.
They weren't great that series, bro. I don't really think they fit well together, to be honest with you. Because in the finals, they were that series against Golden State. They were like those 2 games, or I should say series. They were trash. Oh, CA3, bro. Hold on a second, bro. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I gotta do this to you. I'm sorry. Gotta be moderated.
Coverage right here.
I know exactly what I'm talking about. This is actually sobering me up.
That's at 10 practices in 11 days. Thomas the catch in traffic. And that
You might have wanted shooters.
by Alexander Walker. After they
The team was weird though.
started this practice routine,
I really, honestly,
Okafor
take the alcohol out of this one, JMO.
looked more svelte.
Harden
Happening when he was a member
and KD fit better than Westbrook and KD.
He was losing weight from his days in Philadelphia.
And I really think that the franchise himself really drove him out.
Deal with New Orleans. Modest deal, but trying to plant some seeds here in the NBA. He's only 24 years old.
Well, his mechanics, his
Oh,
movements on
oh,
the
I thought that was
inside,
Brooklyn.
in tight spaces.
Dude, Brooklyn's ass,
Instead,
bro.
last year, 59 games with New Orleans, he started 20
Once Kyrie and KD said they weren't playing here, they should have just been like, all right, you win in the playoffs. Like,
Bucket from Alexander.
they're so ass.
Rodion's Kurucs now 4 of 8 from the field. 2
I mean, literally KD
territory.
and Paul George are the best shooters on the team.
Scored all 10 of his points in the second half. Under a minute to play now.
And that's without even doing any research.
And that's a turnover.
Yeah, they didn't play good at all. At all.
66 Pelicans. This is a New Orleans team that had a 13-game losing streak in December. And they
KD plus PG, that's 2, buddy.
Zion Williams on the team would give them a
Plus, they had James Harden on the team.
encouragement, maybe making a playoff run. There's
Which he wasn't as good as he is now, but he was still pretty solid.
lefty jump shot.
Well, think about the fact New Orleans started the year 6-22.
I mean, shit, the Pistons had 1 shooter on the team for years.
Opportunity to make a push says a lot for
At times, I felt like the Pistons had 0 shooters on the team at once.
the impact Zion made in those.
Harden is a shooter, bro. What are you talking about?
Martin to Musa. Out of bounds. It touched New
They all played terrible in the finals.
with 12 seconds.
I've established this.
But New Orleans had one 8 of their
Westbrook shoots like he's a shooter.
stoppage. The signs were there. The Pelicans could make a move.
Shooter doesn't mean you just shoot threes, though. Harden shoots a lot of mid-range.
The NBA is back.
Damn, the game's over.
Scrimmage action.
Man, Brooklyn didn't even score 69 points. I'm disappointed in them, bro. I really am. That game flew by fast as hell. I guess it's only because they played 10-minute quarters. J-Mo, bro. If you want to wait till I'm sober, I'm still going to have the same viewpoint. We'll discuss this live on your channel, bro. I don't have no problem with that. Hell, we can discuss it on Above the Rim, bro. We can dedicate a whole half an hour to this. I don't give a freak. You haven't seen me drunk yet, bro. This was light work. I have to work tomorrow, bro. Wait till you see me go full force with this, bro. Like tomorrow, I'll probably do light stuff because I'll be tired, and that stuff will affect me pretty hard tomorrow. But you ain't seen nothing yet, bro. I'll come on here after I finish this bottle of Jack, and I'll start saying like Allen Iverson's the best player of all time, kind of retarded stuff. So you ain't seen nothing yet, bro. This is only the beginning. He shoots everywhere, bro. He shoots everywhere. What else do you want me to say? Yeah, we're definitely gonna have some fun, bro. Above the Rim's always fun. If you guys don't know what Above the Rim is, check it out on my channel. It'll be live this Saturday, 7 p.m. See, I'm still sober enough to do plugs. We'll go live talk. We'll talk some NBA, Detroit Pistons. We'll talk some drafts, some free agency, all the fun stuff that peeps look forward to. Pelicans go ahead and take this one pretty easily, bro. It was pretty much over after the second quarter, which I kind of expected this, man. Brooklyn doesn't have anybody. Whenever Jamal Crawford's clear to play, I'm not sure if he's quarantining or whatever, but he's going to be their best player. It's safe to say the Milwaukee Bucks will be going to the second round of the playoffs, sweeping the Brooklyn Nets. And somehow, if Washington is able to get in the play-in, they're going to get swept by Milwaukee Bucks. So Milwaukee Bucks pretty much got to buy. They pretty much got to buy, bro. It's a wrap. For the Pelicans, though, man, this like I said, this completely changed my viewpoint because I wasn't exactly sure how they were going to do this because mathematically speaking, they're 3.5 games behind Memphis. Memphis is not a terrible team. I don't know if they're going to lose as many games as the Pelicans are going to win. Pelicans have to win 4 games to get caught up. It's not impossible. At the same time, Memphis has to lose about 4. I don't know if they're bad enough to do that. If they go 4-4, who knows? But with this whole play to win, and they're going to do a play-in game, completely changes it. Zion should be back by then. They do a play-in tournament, Pelicans could get in. Which I think the Pelicans, maybe Portland, have the best shots of taking a couple games away from the Lakers. So, I'm definitely looking forward to this, man. Playoff basketball is about to be insane. It's about to be crazy. It's fun, bro. Like, this was a competitive, well, let me take that back. The game prior to this was competitive. This was a scrimmage for the Pelicans, bro. Easy money, light work. So, I think the games are going to get better the more and more they play. They're practicing every day. Tomorrow, I will be live again. I had to work till 7. The game doesn't start until 7. But the Mavs versus the Lake Show, I can't wait, bro. We're getting LeBron versus Luka, AD versus Porzingis. It's going to be fun, bro. So be sure to come back tomorrow as we're doing that. I don't have anything else to plug except make sure you check out the description. Instagram, Twitter, DSA members, DSA website. All in the description. Be sure to check all that stuff out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And that's the bottom line because Double D said so. Peace.
Are you ready?